You're watching the Chiefs Report. I'm your host, Harrison Graham. Kansas City 33, Miami 27, in a wild game that literally had everything. Everything you could want in a football fan. If, say, you're not a Chiefs or Dolphins fan for whatever reason and you're watching this video, this was a great game. Kansas City overcame 4 turnovers, including 3 Patrick Mahomes interceptions, but they still get it done over the Miami Dolphins. Big win for Kansas City to improve to 12-1. The Dolphins fall to 8-5. Both teams needed a win today for certain playoff positioning, as it's Kansas City technically sits as the number 1 seed as of now, but of course Pittsburgh will play later today against the Buffalo Bills. If they win, Pittsburgh retains number 1 seed, but this was a big game for the Chiefs to get it done, 33-27. Lots of reaction to get to, but first, what is your one-word reaction to the Chiefs' win over the Dolphins, 33-27. This was a 30-10 game late in the third quarter, and the Dolphins made a run. So what is your one-word reaction? Survive, inconsistent, just win? I mean, all of those would apply here. I would love for the Chiefs to put together a more consistent game for once, but hey, winning is all that matters in the end. So let me know, what is your one-word reaction to the Chiefs' win over the Miami Dolphins? So we want to have your guys' interaction as well. Use hashtag Chiefs or Super Chat to get your questions on our post-game show. Fabel Ventura, is Patrick Mahomes still the favorite to win MVP after this performance? And I knew we'd get some questions like this, and it's fair, right? Like, Patrick Mahomes did not play that well in this ballgame. He still did a lot of good things, but he did not have his best game by any means. There's no doubt about that. Like, you expect more out of Patrick Mahomes. 24 of 34, 393, and 2 touchdowns. That's all great, but 3 picks, including 2 in the first quarter. That put the Chiefs in a 10-0 hole. He rallied to get them up 30-10, and he was a big reason why that was the case for a lot of that. But Patrick Mahomes, for the first time in a while, with the multiple interception game, 3, had 2 on the season, 3 in 1 game today, so that was certainly not his best game. Is he still in the MVP race? Of course. I still think he's probably the favorite after this week, regardless of what Aaron Rodgers does, but that gap is probably going to shrink, apparently, especially if Rodgers has a big game against Detroit this week, which, depending on when you're watching this, it's possible he's already played. But, yeah, I think he's still going to be the favorite. I still think he's in the mix to win MVP. But Patrick Mahomes certainly did not have his best game, and it's fair to ask about it because obviously he's had stranglehold of MVP for a few weeks now, but I do think that will probably shrink a bit. All right, you guys can ask any question you want. Who should the Chiefs draft this offseason? They got to get better up front on the offensive line, so I'm looking at the offensive line, potentially a left tackle if they cut Eric Fisher. Maybe add another piece to that on that defense, whether it's a pass rusher or a defensive tackle, maybe a corner or safety as well. The Chiefs don't have any glaring needs, but they have a lot of minor needs and areas they could certainly improve in. So I do think that it's possible that Kansas City could add and get better in some of those areas this offseason, but we will just have to wait and see what happens once we get there. But we're focused on this season, obviously. Look, that was a tough backdoor cover. If you bet the Chiefs -7 in this game, they end up winning by 6. I took Chiefs money line. I played it safe, so I made some money with BetUS. You can too, all football season long. Chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Use that promo code Chiefs125 to get that 125% deposit bonus for you new BetUS customers. We've got a deal for you guys through the end of today only. So if you're watching on game day, you've got until midnight on Sunday. If you're watching Monday or Tuesday, this deal has already passed. Email us, chiefs@chatsports.com, to redeem, and we will hook you guys up with a brand new Chiefs jersey for you new BetUS customers. So sign up and deposit with BetUS, chatsports.com/ChiefsBet, and then use that promo code Chiefs125, and we will get you we will get you a free Chiefs jersey. Just make the subject line BetUS deal, and we will hook you guys up with a brand new Chiefs jersey. Email us, chiefs@chatsports.com. All right, Ram4 wants to know, what's the likelihood of a second Super Bowl? I still think the Chiefs are the favorite to get to the Super Bowl out of the AFC and win it. I think they're going to be the betting favorite out of all the NFL teams, but 14 teams make the playoffs, so there's going to be better odds that someone else gets there. That's just how odds work. Do I think the Chiefs will get there and win it? They play their best football. They should. They are the team to beat, but, I'm looking for that consistency The Chiefs, the thing about the Chiefs is they can win with their C-plus game quite a bit. But do you want to play with fire during the postseason? That's a little bit risky for me. So hopefully they can play a little bit better over these next 3 weeks in terms of like for 60 minutes. Like today, second and third quarter, dominant. Absolutely dominant. Looked like the best team in the league. First and fourth quarter, kind of average. So we'll see what happens over the next few weeks. But the Chiefs still have a very, very good chance. BC up next here. How is Clyde Edwards-Helaire doing? I feel like Williams or even Bell are better choices. I don't really think so. Now, you look at the final stats here for Clyde. Now, obviously, you're going to say, oh, man, 16 carries, 32 yards. That's not very overwhelming. But he had 59 yards receiving. He lost like 13 yards on his final few carries because the Dolphins were just selling out on the run. So, obviously, those numbers aren't as good. The offensive linemen the Chiefs are using right now, they're better pass blockers than run blockers. Like Daniel Kilgore is a better run blocking center, but they value the pass game more, so they've been playing Ryder more. So, I think the Chiefs' running game is just going to be kind of average the rest of the way, and they're going to rely on Mahomes in this passing attack to get it done, which is, you should be comfortable with that. Like, if you can't get it done with this passing game and just be good enough offensively, then obviously you'd like to run the ball a little bit better. We'll see if they can improve over the final few weeks in that area, but this is going to be a passing attack come playoff time. Now, grade the Chiefs win, A, B, C, D, or F. We'll make this the pinned comment on today's video. Grade the Chiefs win over the Miami Dolphins, A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. You guys can reply to the pinned comment. Next up, Rams got another one. What does our defense need the most? It's a tough question because I actually thought the defense played pretty well today. Obviously, it gave up a lot of yards and some points in the fourth quarter. But through 3 quarters, you look at the Dolphins' numbers, their points were only 10 points. Tua was he was 11 for 22 for like 125 yards at one point, and then he finished with 316 yards. So Tua was not as good as his final numbers suggest. Obviously, he rallied and put together a decent game, but I thought the Chiefs' defense did a pretty good job. Pass rush showed up today. I think linebackers you can improve at. You could use another corner. I think the Chiefs will probably get another corner next year. I thought L'Jarius Sneed played pretty well today. Almost had a pick in the second half. They're pretty good everywhere, but they're not great anywhere. You know what I mean? Like the pass rush can be pretty good. The linebacking group is not great. They certainly need another piece there. And then the secondary can be really solid. Tyrann Mathieu had another pick. I thought he played pretty well in this game as well. So I mean, you can't have everything, right? Like when you invest like the Chiefs have, you're not going to be awesome at every single position. So we'll just have to wait and see what they do come this offseason, draft time, free agency, all that good stuff. But maybe another pass rusher. You could certainly can't ever have enough pass rushers, so I'll say that. How about adding another pass rusher? Get subscribed to the Chiefs Report. We're closing in on 11,000 subs. Almost hit it during our watch party. Appreciate you guys very much. Hit that subscribe button. Let's zoom past 11K. Do it for Alex Smith, and then we'll get to 12K just around the corner. We got videos going up on the channel almost every single day, so go ahead and subscribe and join this movement because we have a lot of fun with you guys, and we appreciate everybody who is subscribed already. If you are subscribed, just type S in the comments, and that way I know which of you guys have already subscribed to the channel. All right, here's a question from Venom. Do you think signing Suggs and bringing him back for the playoffs like we did last year is smart? I guess. I mean, I know they've kept in contact with him. You got 3 games left in the regular season. I don't know how much of an impact he actually has. I think his biggest impact is he's a veteran who's won Super Bowls before. This whole team has won a Super Bowl pretty much from last year. So, I don't know how valuable he would be. I'm not saying no. You can certainly get another pass rusher in there, but he's old. I feel like if they were going to do that, they would have done it a few weeks ago. But, I'm not going to say no to it as long as you don't cut a young, useful piece for the future to make it happen. I would rather keep one of those guys around. So, we'll just have to monitor that situation because we do know for a fact that the Chiefs have kept in contact with Terrell Suggs. Now, will the Chiefs get the number 1 seed in the AFC? Type Y for yes, type N for no. They're 12-1 right now. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 11-1, but they currently hold the tiebreaker. So if they win tonight, they will regain that number 1 seed. Y for yes, N for no after this Chiefs 33-27 win over the Miami Dolphins. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Something else I want to mention, a couple of other things we'll talk about before we sign off here. Travis Kelce just continues to be a beast. 8 catches, 136 yards, and a touchdown. He might lead the NFL in receiving yards this year. He was 5 yards behind DK Metcalf entering this week, so DK is going to have at least 131, 132 to keep his lead over Travis Kelce. But Kelce just continues to be unbelievable. I mean, Offensive Player of the Year. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Tyreek Hill showed up as well. The big talking point coming into this game, could Xavier Howard and Byron Jones limit these two guys? Howard and Jones each had a pick, and the Dolphins had 3 overall, but 2 of those were just forced balls by Patrick Mahomes. Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce were able to have their way. And by the way, speaking of Xavier Howard, can we give him a pat on the back? That one-handed pick was sick. That was an unbelievable play. You can't even be mad when a dude makes a play like that. That was an unreal play. Maybe the best pick we'll see in the NFL this season by Xavier Howard. Kudos to him. This Dolphins team is legit. They're going to be here for a long time, I think, in the National Football League, in the AFC, contending. I think they make the playoffs this year at 8-5. Probably need to win 1 or 2 of their final 3 games to get there. It's a competitive wild card, but yeah, I've been very, very impressed with what Brian Flores has been able to do. They're only going to get better and better. Now, who was the Chiefs MVP today? We're going to sign off in just a sec. Who was the Chiefs MVP? I think it's Travis Kelce. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Chiefs' most valuable player in their win over the Dolphins. Let me know in the comments section. So there you have it. Chiefs get it done, 33-27 over the Dolphins. Thanks to everybody who submitted their questions on our post-game show. We'll have videos throughout the week, so again, be sure to subscribe. Hit that big red button. Let's continue to grow. Check out our videos. We got coverage for the Chiefs all season long and, of course, into the offseason. I'm Harrison Graham signing off, 33-27. Chiefs improve to 12-1.